Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zacktivate and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are here after the Minecraft live event, ready to recap all that was said during the event, and I hope you guys are ready for that. Before we get into that, I would like to ask you guys to please wash your hands. It helps you out and helps others out as well, so please do that after this video and let's get right into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is actually the mob vote. So, if you guys did not know, the glow squid won the mob vote. I know some people are unhappy, but personally I did not really care. So the glow squid, it beat the isologer and the moo bloom in the mob vote. And we don't know too much about the glow squid actually. Out of the three, it was probably the least interesting. And yeah, so we don't know any if it has any new mechanics or if it has any new drops, but we know it's just going to be a glowing squid for now. So in the comment section below, I would like to ask you guys to put your or who you wanted to win, what mob you wanted to win in the comment section. And while you're there, leave a like if you were enjoying this video. So just want to talk about the mob vote first, get that out of the way so we can move on to the caves and cliffs update. So yes, the new 1.17 update is officially called the Caves and Cliffs update. I am super excited about this. I hope you guys are too. So we'll talk about the cliffs first. They have the goats were also mentioned in Minecraft Live. They will be part of the cliff section of the update. And yeah, we got to know that the goats have a new mechanic. They can push you off mountains or other animals. So they showcased, I think, the goat pushing a cow off the mountain, which was pretty cool. Other than that, we don't know too much. Moving along here, they did mention snowier snow, and it is now called powder. We didn't get any pictures of this, but they did mention that it kind of works like a trap block in the sense that if you walk over it, you fall right through. So we're gonna see how this is gonna work probably in future snapshots and stuff like that. So we'll have to wait and see with the powder. New terrain was also mentioned in the cliff side of this update, but yeah, not too much was said other than a couple pictures being shown. I think that the new terrain with the goats and the snowier snow or the powder, it's going to come together real nicely and form this nice mountain biome in 1.17. I'm really excited for that. Alright, so now it's time to talk about caves, the second half of this update. So they announced 3 new cave biomes, which is really sweet. The first one being the lush caves. So in these caves, there's a lot of vegetation and a lot of new vegetation, I should say. So for example here, we have some glowberries, which are the vines you see that have those little glowing orbs on them, I guess you can say. There's the spore blossom, which is the pink plant on the ceiling, and it emits these little glowing particles, which is also really cool. There's the drip leaf plant, which is a plant you can actually walk on like stairs, but you can't be on it for too long because it will collapse on your weight and then it will regrow. So that is a really new interesting feature or mechanic into the game, and they were talking a little bit about this, explaining how parkour maps can actually be revamped with this new plant, and I'm really excited to see those. The last plant on this list is the azalea, and it's just a little small bush with some pink little flowers or something on it. So I really liked the lush caves, the way they look. They came out really nice, and they actually have a new mob in this biome. Alright, so the new mob coming to Minecraft that will live in the lush caves is the axolotl. The axolotl is actually this little guy that will be living underwater in these lush caves, and yeah, they come in a bunch of different colors, and you can actually scoop them up in a bucket and you can make them your pet, and they could fight some mobs off for you in the water, like the elder guardian they showcased in the event, which is really cool. But I'm not going to go too much into detail about that because I want to make a separate video on it. Just want to show you, tell you guys that there is another new mob called the axolotl that will be living in the lush cave. Alright, so the second cave biome in this update is the dripstone caves. So these caves looked really interesting, and they added 2 new blocks into Minecraft, which is the stalagmites and the stalactites. So I don't know which is which, but they are these points that come from the ceiling and the floor here. And they're kind of like spikes, yeah. So there's spikes that come out of the ceiling and floor. There's not much else to say about this biome, but it looks really interesting, and I can't wait to come across it when the update comes out. But out of the 3, this has the least amount of new features, I guess you can say. Alright, so the 3rd biome has no official name yet, but we will be calling it the Deep Dark Caves because that is the words they used. And this biome, they said, will be located in the deep dark sections of your Minecraft world, so I'm assuming it will be by bedrock. This biome is really interesting because they have these new blocks called growths, I believe it was the term they used, and these growths actually interact with vibrations, which is a new feature in Minecraft. So let me try to explain this here really quickly. If you're walking around and not paying attention and not crouching, and you're just placing torches and mining and everything, this block will actually interact with you because it could feel your vibration moving along in the map if you're close to it, or I should say in the cave. So yeah, it's really interesting. There's not too much about it other than they did mention wireless redstone from it, because you can technically force the signal to go one way, and then in theory you could have that signal hit another growth and then hit another growth and hit another growth and have wireless redstone. I know I'm explaining this poorly, but don't worry, I will be making a video probably more in detail about this specific feature coming to Minecraft, because there is a new mob that has this same feature that will be in the Deep Dark Caves, and this mob is called the Warden. So the Warden, I'm assuming, is a part of the recapturing of the first night of Minecraft, because it is super powerful. I'll get into that in a second here, but I'll show some screenshots on screen of what it looks like, and it actually interacts with you through vibrations. It does not see you because it has no eyes. So just like the growth, it has these little antennas, I guess you can say, that interact with vibrations. So it actually makes you play Minecraft in a different way. You're going to need a lot of strategy when it comes to facing the Warden, because it can actually 2-hit full netherite gear, as they showed off in the event, which is some serious power there. Along with the 3 new biomes, there's actually just new cave generation in general. So this new cave generation will actually be within the new 3 biomes, as well as just in regular caves throughout your world, because the regular caves are staying and the new 3 biomes are just an addition to those caves. So within the new cave generation, there is new water levels, total variation within all these caves, and yeah, just like I said, this new generation can be found in any biome. So I hope I have some screenshots on the screen right now, because just talking about the new water levels does not do it any justice. Yeah, the new water levels in Minecraft are really awesome. Now, they did mention that you could travel through caves on boats and go rafting in caves, and they showed some screenshots and some videos about that, of players actually on boats in caves, and the new caves look awesome filled with water. There also is different types of this new cave generation, so they did mention you could fly in a elytra through these caves within like a one wide or one high block. You could fly through it, or these caves can be totally open and have new pillars and everything. Just I hope I have the good screenshots on the screen right now, because I'm not doing it justice at all by talking about it. And yeah, like I mentioned before, these are going to be in any biome, so you could have these lush caves in these wide open crazy caves, or you can have the dripstone caves with the stalagmites and the stalactites everywhere, or you can have the deep dark caves where it's underground and they're really small and you gotta travel through it. I mean, the new endless possibilities that are gonna come with this update is really insane, and I'm really looking forward to it. When there's a cave update, you need new ores, so they finally added copper into the game. I am super excited. This has probably been one of the most requested items to be added in the game. We all had a feeling that copper was going to be added eventually because it was so requested, but we just had to wait for the cave update here. So copper can be created into a couple things here. The first being copper blocks, and these copper blocks have a new feature which actually is really cool. So if you don't know, in real life, copper, if you leave it out, it oxidizes and it turns from this golden color to this golden copper color. Of course, I don't really have any other words to say, into this like light green aqua color. So just like the Statue of Liberty, if you don't know. And they actually added this feature into Minecraft, which is really cool here. So I'll show some screenshots of that as well. Besides just making copper stairs and slabs and stuff like that, you can also make a lightning rod, which they talked about. So the lightning rod is used to just capture lightning. So instead of hitting the roof of your house, if it's made of wool or wood or something like that, the lightning will hit the lightning rod and your house will not catch on fire, which is really nice for players that build their roofs with a wood or wool or something flammable like that. So now you don't have to worry about lightning hitting your house and tearing it down. So that is a real nice feature that they added. Really wasn't expecting it, but definitely was needed in Minecraft for a while now. And the third thing that you can make with copper is actually the telescope. So the telescope is basically, if you don't know what Optifine is, it's something that Java players use to zoom in and stuff like that. So the telescope is basically that, but a little bit worse. So players are saying that it's not really useful, but here on Bedrock, I don't have Optifine, so I will definitely be using the telescope a lot more, I'll be using the telescope a lot, I should say here. To craft the telescope, you actually need copper and another new item coming to Minecraft. This item is also found in caves and is amethyst crystals here. So these amethyst crystals look really cool. It has these purplish crystals with these purplish blocks underneath it. The only thing they mentioned about these amethyst crystals is that you cannot farm them, or you cannot like pick them up and farm them by your base. You actually have to farm them where they are. They related it to a spawner in the sense that you can't pick it up. You have to go to the spawner to actually farm the mobs in this case. But yeah, so there's these little pockets, I guess, of amethyst crystals that you can actually go there and farm. So they wanted to they were talking about bringing back exploration and having multiple farms spread out around your world, which I think is really cool. The more farms that you need to actually travel to and make tunnels to and stuff like that definitely adds some character to Minecraft here. So yeah, that is the amethyst crystals. They look really cool. Yeah, can't wait for those. So there were two other things they mentioned in this update that don't really have to do with caves, but I do want to cover really briefly anyway. The first being bundles, which is a new way to manage your inventory that I think is really smart. So these bundles, you can place multiple items in this bundle. So you can say, for example, you could place a seed and then take 2 carrots, place it in there, 10 steak, place it in there, all in one bundle, which is really nice. A nice way to manage your inventory because there are a lot of new items, and just running around and exploring everywhere, you're gonna need these bundles to stack multiple items, which I think can come in handy, especially if you can't get shulkers, because those are pretty late game items. The next new thing that they talked about in the event was the archaeological sites. So I'm not going to go too much into detail about these sites because I will have another video on it, but they did mention that you can find artifacts in these sites. I think it's going to be a new structure coming to Minecraft. So these artifacts you can find throughout the site. You're going to need a new tool, another new item they brought to Minecraft. It is called the brush. So you can actually brush away dirt and gravel they showcased in the event. And yeah, you can find like these little artifacts. You can even find like blocks of emerald too, so I guess you can find like buried treasure kind of. And yeah, you could take these artifacts and actually put them together, it looked like, and make a clay pot. I really couldn't understand what was going on there, but I guess when more information comes out about it, they will explain. But yeah, you can put these artifacts together and melt them, or you could put a fire underneath it and burn them into one clay pot and have like a little, your own personal clay pot with a little story on it. It looked really cool. Another structure into Minecraft is always a good thing, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see for more information. It did look really interesting though, and I'm really excited for it. So overall, this event I think went really well. The update looks absolutely amazing. The only downside I'm seeing to this update is that it's going to come out in like almost a year. They said the summer of 2021, which probably means like August or late July of 2021, which is a bummer, but yeah, at least we're getting all these new items. I just wanted to showcase every item that was announced in this event. We will be going into more detail about everything in separate videos. This is just an overview video, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. As always, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Really helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.